Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at Arrival. We haven't looked at Arrival recently, so it's about time. Founder and CEO Denis Swirlov takes stock of the whole project in an open letter. There's actually a statement from Denis as well, and I quote, "This is not where we thought we would be at this point, and we still have a long way to go and many hurdles to overcome." End quote. Arrival CEO and founder Denis Swirlov wrote an open letter in order to comment on the latest news released by the group. That is to say, the production of the first prototype van in the Microfactory in Britain. However, Swirlov also wrote something quite interesting about the state of health of the whole Arrival project, with the bus and car branches currently in standby after some business issues that were explained. So I never got to look at this open letter, but there has been some news around Arrival recently, and this seems to be some rather interesting information. So yeah, the CEO, Denis Swirlov, saying this is not where we thought we would be. And I agree, but what else do they have to say? Producing our first production verification vehicle is a massive achievement, and we're incredibly proud of the team for their hard work to make this happen. The first van is a true manifestation of our in-house technology, all coming together to produce a vehicle in a microfactory. From the composite material, autonomous mobile robots, and components to the software that control the robots in the factory, these initial production vehicles will be used for products and process optimization and customer trials. They will not be sold to customers just yet. Admittedly, this is not where we thought we would be at this point, and we still have a long way to go. Dennis goes on to saying, "We know prototypes are easy, production is hard. Even those using the classical conveyor belt method have to slash production targets, recall vehicles, raise costs, showing just how hard this transition to production is. It is even more difficult when you are fundamentally changing the way vehicles are produced. We are no different, having faced a host of challenges in the past 15 months that have made every stage of initial production even more challenging." The CEO continues to say, "While we have certified the van this year, every day that we integrate our technology enables to produce vehicle in our microfactory, we find new challenges or technical hurdles to overcome. For there is no playbook, so our incredible team has to work exceptionally hard to solve any problems or issues." And that's true. This has not been done before. Arrival is trying something that is extremely new to the EV market. They're doing things quite different, and I've got to say, they're one of the ones that are struggling the most. This includes obviously companies like Canoo. Canoo is struggling a lot as well. Some more statements from the Arrival company about the $1.6 billion investment. We've invested approximately $1.6 billion into the company, much lower than a traditional OEM, and with that we've developed our own components, softwares, composites, and autonomous mobile robots, certifying 2 productions and developing a microfactory. While the road has been longer and bumpier than we previously expected, some of these issues you can only uncover right at the end, meaning we're not exactly where we want to be. This is still an exceptional level of IP that we have created. That is true. They're creating a lot of things with that money. I didn't know that they created their own robots, their own autonomous robots. And the list goes on, of course, their own software and all of their IP, including the design of the platforms and the vans themselves, the products themselves. Really incredible. So while Arrival is going for a difficult period, what Arrival needs is a parent company. Arrival needs to be bought by someone like Mercedes, Tesla, someone who has the funds and the technology and the factory to support Arrival. They just need the support of the market. They need a bigger owner. They need more investments. They need a lot more investments, to say the least. But they also said, "We have not given up. We always set ourselves ambitious target, and it hasn't always been possible to achieve them despite our best efforts, because we're doing something extremely difficult, new and disruptive. We're changing the way an industry operates, but we have not given up. What we do matters. It will enable electric vehicles that can be built in cities anywhere to address climate change. Have no doubt that we're laser focused on mastering our unique new method of production to deliver great vehicles to our customers. While we're busy making our vision a reality, we thank you for being on this journey with us." End quote. So that's the Arrival open letter. Very honest, very straightforward. And there's even more information. There's no Another article from the same website, there is no peace for Arrival. Focus shift to the US and more jobs to be cut. The shift to the US market by regulatory filing posted last week. This was sometime in October. As reported by an international press, it is not clear yet how many jobs will be cut in Europe. However, Arrival will be reorganizing in order to right-size the organization. So apparently, once again, Arrival seems to reorganize its old business, this time shifting focus to the US market, thus leaving the European market alone. It's quite bizarre, indeed, as the company is UK-based, and the very first production van were produced in Bicester, UK. So although the company founder has recently reassured its workers and stakeholders with an open letter, trouble has come again for the Arrival project. Naturally, I would like to validate this information. I'd like to check if this information is indeed correct, because sometimes this information can be taken out of context. Is Arrival really giving up on the European market for now, temporarily? Because it wasn't too long ago that Arrival was quite honest about giving up on the Arrival bus temporarily, not long term. This is so that they can focus on the Arrival van, making that the delivery van. But now, are they also giving up on the UK factory, the Bicester factory, temporarily? Where will they start full production of their EV vehicles? Will it be the US or will it be the UK? So why is Arrival moving to the US? This is what this article is trying to understand. The shift to the US market by regulatory filing posted last week, as reported in international press. Arrival will be reorganizing in order to right-size the organization. It seems that the money is running out and it's not easy to find investors to comply with the original plan to set microfactories all over Europe where the electric vehicle will be built in a flexible way. Arrival was forced to announce 30% of workforce were to be cut due to business restructuring. Also, it's not coincidence that Volta Trucks is opening job positions addressed to former Arrival employees. So far, the electric van project is the only one up and running. The electric bus and electric car projects are currently in standby, and it's not clear at all whether they will be restored or not. Like I said, ladies and gents, because it's so difficult for Arrival to get investors right now, what they need is to be bought by a much bigger company. A much bigger company that has the stability, the manufacturing know-how, the money, the facilities, the support system, the staffs to support a company like Arrival. They need that support. I think there's more news out there about Arrival, so for sure I'll be making more Arrival videos in the near future. Thank you for watching this one. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, I will see you in our next video.